just like what you're saying, I feel all of us are learning from one another all the time. And that's what I really enjoy about co-creating, because I realize that everyone comes with their wisdom. That's the beauty of learning things as grown-ups or as adults, as we can say. Everyone comes from their own space. And what I'm really enjoying about this harmony is that it gives us that view of the earth as a whole. Ever since I got really connected with the earth and with Gaia consciousness, I realized that wherever we are, we think, for example, that tomorrow is the autumn or the fall equinox because we are in the northern hemisphere. But we are also, the earth herself is harmonizing both spring and autumn at the same time. And this helps me to feel very whole when I feel very much a part of Earth and of Gaia.
What inspired you to share this moment with all of us and with the world? Because we have speakers from Germany, from where else? Asia, the Americas. What inspired you to bring everybody together and share this with all of us?
You know, I've always felt that the most important thing in our lives today is connection, because we really get to know our own self only when we get to know everyone who we can connect with. They can be people, like sometimes we say they should be like-minded. I actually feel it is more of a harmonious vibration. We don't need everyone to be like-minded. I love it when people have different points of view, different ways of looking at the world, different things to present. Because if we don't see all points of view, how do we know the wholeness? You know? And I see all of you and I see how much wisdom you have and so many different perspectives. And that's why I like these kinds of sessions in which all of us can come together and share.
That's what makes us interesting, because we have different backgrounds. I mean, we have Betsy, she's going to be leading us into an incredible journey of exercise. Tell us what you're going to do, Betsy, a little bit.
Okay. So tomorrow I've been dancing since my 6 years old. So dancing for me is my essence, is my language, right? In many ways. And it was amazing because I started dancing first, and then I discovered that through dancing, I was connecting with something bigger than me. So dancing stopped being just a physical movement to become my way to heal, my way to transform. And observing that journey in myself, I start looking for answers about that. What I'm doing, what happened when I move and I connect in that way that I can actually heal myself and feel how other people come to tell me the transformation they receive through dancing. And I start learning from my amazing mentor, Minachi, who is my mentor. And I love her so much. And she started guiding me. And then I started using all that knowledge I was getting from Reiki, from Theta healing, from all the energy healing techniques and everything that we know now. We are open finally in this world to be aware of all those amazing things that are within us, but we didn't know so for so many time. And I start to follow my instinct and following my inner voice into heal emotions. So I use not just dancing, I use different movement patterns. Of course, dancing for me, it's part of me. Like it's my way, my first way to express. But I use different movement patterns because I am also personal trainer. And I've been looking how movement itself can transform people's life when we use an intention, the power of the intention through the movement. So that's what I am trying to bring. You know, there are people that in the spiritual path, they practice yoga and another type of exercise and movement and Tai Chi, Qigong. But there are another part in the world that they just do exercise or dancing. But I want to create a bridge You know, for those
Mm.
people that maybe they don't practice yoga or they don't practice Tai Chi or any type of programs that help also spirituality in the spiritual side, I say, why I can bring the intention to the regular movement that everybody knows, things that people already know to do, but we're going to add the power of the intention, and then they can start feeling the transformation from another side, not just from the physical body. And I feel so excited and I feel so honored because it's a big journey I am going through, and it's a learning every day. Every time I connect to do a class or a session, is a new session,
Mm.
is a new moment. Every time I learn something new, something comes to my mind new, like some information just get more clear. And it's amazing path that I want to go through because I enjoy, not just for myself, because I am a channel, I am an instrument from God to transmit something bigger than me. And that made me feel so honored, so blessed, and so motivated to share. And I feel so blessed also to be part of this amazing event because I want to also learn from all of you. I want to receive all the beautiful energy from all of you that I already feel from here. And
That's so beautiful.
thank you so much, guys, for
That is so beautiful. It's move, and movement is so important, and we sometimes take it for granted. We
it
need
is.
to move energy. And,
It is.
and I see the air. I see the movement of our body, and I see the invitation to tap into the consciousness. And then we have the invitation to use our voice, because Sophia is going to be using and sharing her gift. Tell us more about
Yes, of
more about what you're
course.
going to do.
Yes, thank you, Diana. That was so beautiful, Betsy. I really did
Yes.
connect with everything you had to say. I am a musician, I'm a singer, I am studying voice performance, and I'm going for my bachelor's in music for that. And I have been in the performing arts for many years. I've done dance, I do acting, I've done performing arts for as long as I can remember. And I just love what you said about how dance for you was a way of embodiment and of healing. And it's a way that you were able to move through moments in your life that perhaps were difficult, but it's your way of healing. And I discovered through my voice, that's my way of healing, because what I discovered in my spiritual journey is I have a fear of using my voice. I have a fear of speaking up, of empowering myself sometimes. And it's so ironic that voice for me is one of my biggest strengths, but also one of my greatest fears. So when Meenakshi asked me to come and sing for you guys, I was like, oh my God, should I do this? Like, this is something that I should do? Because like I don't even know if I'm good enough to do this. That's really the thought that I was having in my head, right? But that's completely the contrary of what actually is happening, you know? So I am very excited to share. I'm going to be sharing 4 beautiful medicine songs with you all tomorrow, accompanied by acoustic guitar and with the drum. I originally wanted to pre-record this and present it tomorrow, but for some reason, when I tried recording the songs, it just wasn't coming through, and I just felt like I was forcing things and I wanted it to be perfect. But I realized that there is more perfection and beauty in rawness and just being live and being present. So this is also going to be a challenge for me because I'm letting go of that perfectionism mindset and just sitting with myself and just channeling and singing these beautiful songs, which are so moving. So thank you so much, Meenakshi, for giving me that extra push, because I almost didn't want to do this, but I said I will. So thank you so much, and amazing, beautiful energy. I can feel the shifts. I've been feeling the shifts for the past 3 days, and I can just, I can say that I'm so excited, and I can't wait to learn from all of you tomorrow. So thank you for giving me the space, and I look forward to learning from you all tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wow, Sophia. Guys, you haven't heard Sophia sing. I've had the pleasure, the blessing, the honor to have her in my women's circle. And last time we were here, you sang like the angels. So you want to check her out and hear her voice, that air, the spread of medicine woman. You can go and check out that video that is just mesmerizing. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you for sharing your gift. Anis, please share with us what you're going to be doing tomorrow. What are you sharing with us tomorrow? Oh, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, loud and clear.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it's great to see you all. Great to see you, Diana. And actually, thank you so much for creating this space. I'm honored to be in your presence, ladies. And I'm so looking forward to your sessions. My session, although I am a speaker, is actually the opposite. My intent is to create a little bit of balance and bring all of us into that silent void that lies at our core. I think with the overstimulation that we're having these days, we could all use a little bit of silence, which is that beautiful space that connects us all at our core. And so tomorrow, my intent is to create a space and to guide you into a journey into the void, for all of us to connect to that harmony that is always there, always present, never leaves us. It's beyond space and time. And so I'm really looking forward to that session and again, to hearing and participating in all of your wonderful sessions. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. That sounds profound and deep. Thank you so much, Tanis. Catherine, you're joining us from Germany.
Yes, Diana.
You want to share
I
with
think,
us what you're going to be sharing with that with us?
yeah, I'm so happy to be here in that beautiful circle with these beautiful souls around me, and I can feel these energies so vibrant in my room where I'm right now here in Germany. I'm an architect since more than 30 years, and 20 years ago I came to a point where I just found no deeper meaning in my work anymore, and that's why I wanted to stop that. I wanted to do something else. I wanted to do something with nature, with flowers, to be closer, to be connected. I felt like I need to change something. And at that moment, my whole life changed when I started to study classical feng shui. So I found a way to keep staying in my profession and to connect with the space. So I have a very deep sense for the space. So I felt like if there was no space, where would we be? So we would not be here if no body, no matter would be able to exist if there was no space. So for me, this balance between space and matter came to be a very important part of my work, and I started to get aware that not the matter, for example, let's take this picture for the table. Not the table is important, the design of the table, but the life that takes place at this table is for importance for what we as architects design, the rooms, the space we design for people. And in that thought, I started then to create harmonic surroundings for humans. And this is what fulfills me day by day since these 20 years. And I have so wonderful stories to tell, to share with you. And I want to talk about room and space, about harmonious spaces, and about life-changing designs.
Wow. so much, so much gifts and talents and knowledge and wisdom, right? Come on, guys, take off
Yeah,
your mutes and
yeah. I
share.
just felt that, Diana, that Tanis will take us into the void
Mhm.
and Catherine's bringing us out into space,
Yeah.
So it's so beautiful. I just love that flow from one to the other.
It's
That
the
is,
movement and the
yeah.
voice, the air, and then let's go into nothingness, into the void, bring us back into the essence of what it is, of what is now. And then, ah, so many more, because we are missing. How many people we're missing right now?
As many as we are here.
No, I mean, how many are going to be tomorrow
Yeah,
sharing?
the
Presenters,
The
yeah,
presenters.
yes, at least I think 7 or 8
7.
more.
Mhm.
We're
So
15 and all.
15 and all. So this is just a small, and this is huge. This is so much goodness. And this is just a small part of what we're going to be sharing tomorrow. So, Sarai, wow.
Uh,
You want to share a
In
little
my
bit?
screen, I see Sarai in the middle because she's the one who's making us all, do everything.
yeah, I'm just
Put
here
it all
for
together.
tech support and connection so you guys can do your magic. So I am very much looking forward to see all of the sessions tomorrow. I'm like planning like how am I going to stay 12 hours in this same chair, but I will do it. I will move with Betsy and I will sing with Sophia. I will keep my keep it in mute. Don't worry. But I hope everyone can come. It will be a wonderful experience. And I know we will all learn from each other and create some magic and some harmony. Thank you, Meenakshi, for creating all of this. You are awesome. You've always been. And you keep saying, I will not do this again. It's so much work. And then we are again doing it. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for sharing this space with us and everybody who's going to be joining us
And
tomorrow.
you, Diana, what are you going to be doing?
Yes.
I will be sharing how to bring awareness, self-awareness, deeper self-awareness and self-acceptance, which is so needed in today's world for us to co-create the life that we want, knowing the energy that we're going to use to propel us into that North Star. And so giving you the tools, giving you the awareness for you to awaken that even bigger, so we can not only create the lives within us, within our families, within our community, but also how can we create that and expand it in the world. Because we're becoming, borders are, we're at what, 7 billion people in the world, and so borders disappear. Right now we see we see Europe, we see Asia, we see the Americas coming together. So once we bring that awareness, self-acceptance within us, we're going to invite the world to do the same. And that's how we're going to heal. So I'm going to be talking about that and sharing that wisdom with all of
Well, I
us.
Beautiful.
hope that's really lovely. Diana, I'm hoping you're also going to explain about the North Star because that's very interesting for me. Intriguing how you put that in there.
The North Star. So many people, we don't, so sometimes we think, I have a purpose, but what is that? What is the purpose? What is our North Star? Where am I going? And sometimes we don't need to know. We just need to know how we want to feel. And we grab into that feeling that lead us, that becomes our North Star, so we can co-create the life, regardless of what's happening in between, regardless what are the challenges, what are the events that are happening and perhaps blocking us. We know that we have a North Star and we know where we're going, regardless. Ta-da.
That is great.
Beautiful, Diana.
Thanks a
Thank
lot,
you so
Diana.
much.
So thank you so much. This was impromptu. We said, let's just have a conversation. Let's just
Yeah.
share what we're gonna share tomorrow and show ourselves. Um,
I can already feel the energies, just as all of us working together, we've already started co-creating so much. I can feel the radiation. I can feel everything, things happening, which I didn't even expect, even to a little thing like I'm waiting for someone to work in the garden. He's not coming. And suddenly there's a huge knock on my door and a stranger comes in and I'm saying, okay, this is the way the universe just answers you. And he does all the work for even less and so much better than I was expecting, so yeah, you can never know. Sophia, you were speaking about the energies, and we can never know how they appear. In fact, I just want to share a little bit more, which I'd shared in one of our meetings, and that's about my house, where all of you have been. I think many of you have been here, and we've done so many classes and meditations. And when the contractor came, because I'm getting my roof made, and there's wires and nails all over the place. And he himself said, this place is actually, didn't I tell you that when I do the roof, your house will look like a disaster zone? I said, no, you did not tell me. And I'm happy you're saying that. Then the next day he came with someone from his office. And he told me, the moment we came into your driveway and we were just there, she said, how peaceful this place is. I feel so much peace. And I realize it's because of the energies of all of you, not on Zoom and physically, which have just been here. I mean, I just feel as if I'm living in a magical heavenly place. And I feel all of us, even when I see Diana, where you are and where you do all your sessions and events, when I look at Catherine and the spaces that she's creating all over the world, and all of us, I feel that we must be radiating these to people around us. It's not even about those who are physically with us, those who are virtually with us, but even to those who are just in our hearts and who may come years and months and weeks later. The whole of nature, everyone. There are bees in my backyard. They just came on their own. I don't have to keep bees. The bees are there. They have a beautiful hive. I feel so blessed that they felt that this place is, and then I remember, I'm talking a lot, I know, but Tanis told me that when you walk on the grass, then the earth senses you, Mother Earth. She knows your DNA, and she will give you the plants that you need. And then Maria came. I wish she was here in our meeting today, and she gave this talk about the weeds and how healthy and healing they are. We human beings, we think that this is my garden and only what I plant is a good plant, and anything that Mother Earth gives us, we call it a weed. When we get something free, we think it's not valuable. How amazing. That's shocking to me. How, and this is my garden, wild and wonderful.
I always say that I cohabit with the deers and the groundhogs and the foxes that are outside eating my garden. Sometimes I like you, sometimes I dislike you.
But there's such a beautiful interaction between you and the space and the things that surrounds you, and especially in your house where you live, this interaction between you and the energy of your house, which is, by the way, direction. Everything we have has a direction. As you, Diana, talked about the North Star, which is a direction in life that we focus on. So that what I deal every day with is to change the direction of the lives of people so that they change their lives by changing their directions. This is so beautiful to see. And it's a slowly change, but it is so strong that so wonderful things happen. And everybody who knows that there's a relationship between your house, your private temple, and your being knows how strong this energy is if you and if you feel it, it's such a big magic that you're surrounded by day, every minute.
Love that. What happens, you know, when you, I mean, actually you were talking about the remodeling of the home. I've noticed that here we're doing big remodels, really tearing down the floors in its entirety. And I can feel the energy moving in such a way, not only affecting the energy of the house, but also affecting ourselves as human beings. Yeah. And you can feel the energy that had been released. Perhaps this house is it's old. It's from the 1940s. So imagine all that energy releasing when you start breaking things down.
Yes.
And redirecting things. So it goes back to what you were talking about, Catherine. How do we, I guess that we're going to be talking about this more tomorrow, but when that happens, how do we know how to direct that energy in those spaces? Because our environment is so important.
Yeah, that's the secret, and that's what is my lifelong learning. Because you on the one hand, and that's also a harmony. You have two wings in that you know, art and of classical feng shui, which I developed into the spirit planning. So I brought together East and West type of architecture in that. And it's not only the feeling you have of the room. This is the one wing. But the other wing is the technique, is the old formulas, the ancient formulas of the Taoistic wisdom, which is 6,000 years old. And it's strong formula developed by the nothingness, going into yin and yang, and then going further and further to the 5 elements, to the trigrams. And I will show you tomorrow. And this is so beautiful. It develops the 10,000 things, and everything has a direction. We can fix this direction, and every human being has an inner compass. And this inner compass is also related to a direction by the time of your birth. And when you see your inner compass, which is in a special direction, and you see your house, your plan, your master plan of your house, where's the entrance, which direction is the kitchen, and all these things, then you can bring it together. And you not only have the feeling, but you also have the technique. And these both things makes this system so beautiful and so strong for the people.
I need to bring you here.
Yeah, we need her in all our
We
homes.
need her here.
You know, I'm interrupting a little just to say, because I was so excited when you spoke a little earlier, Catherine, and you said, if you change your direction, you change your life. This is literally what Professor Park Jae-woo and Bhupinder, who's going to be speaking tomorrow, she teaches a lot of the things that he brought into our life, which is tri-origin theory. And that also uses the I Ching, you know, the trigrams and everything. And he said exactly the same thing. And he wrote a book called Direction Therapy, in which he said, when nothing else works, just change your direction. And I just feel that, you know, when Betsy was speaking, and she's speaking of dancing, that's one way of moving your direction. You know, it's moving all the space around you, creating that space. And Sophia is creating that space with sound. You know, one of the things I realize, like when Tani speaks of the void and getting into silence, and Sophia speaks about song, sometimes it is the song that leads us into silence, and the silence that brings so many wisdom, so many words. You know, that's where it comes from. And that's what it's beautiful how everything that we all are doing is already started to weave into one another. This is beautiful harmony. It's
This is beautiful. Well, I want to thank you all. This has been great. We could be here for hours. This is great. I say we do this more often. I want to thank you all. I want to thank you, Meenakshi, Catherine, Betsy. Melissa's here. Melissa hasn't shared. Hi, Melissa.
Hey, how are you?
Good, and
Hello,
you?
hello. Oh, puppy is great. Yeah,
He's so
so
cute.
this is wonderful. Everyone's talking about their different perspectives on how to create harmony in our lives, and so I'm going to be doing something with tapping to create the harmony within ourselves as well. So tune in for that.
This is great. This is great. I want to thank you all for being open to stay this impromptu streaming and sharing your gifts, sharing your voice, sharing what you do, what you're going to share. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I can't wait for those of you who are watching. For those of you who are on the, I don't know, Meenakshi, help me out here. Undecided.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Come
Well,
join
not
us.
sure, not sure. Do they how can I be here for the whole day? Well, you don't have to be here for the
Mhm.
whole day. You can be here for an hour, you can be here for half an hour, you can be here. But I know what happens is you think I can only be here for a little while and then, but you're there the whole day.
Mhm.
Every time when I've had these sessions, and they've always been 12 hours or more, I have not been able to leave. I'm so charged up at the end of all of this, and yet in a very nice way, not pumped up like with coffee and you can't go to sleep, but really you feel you've already rested. You've refreshed, your brain cells are alive, and everything is just so, I mean, harmony doesn't have to be quiet and you've gone to sleep. It's actually more awake than you may
Yes.
imagine. Yeah.
And
Yes, and then
doing it right on equinox, I don't know about you, but right now where we have 4 seasons, you can actually feel the shift. Today was windy. Today was cooler. And I just when I went outside, I realized, wait a minute, Mother Nature is announcing her entrance for the next season. So this is a
Yes.
great opportunity to tap, to activate, to give thanks and gratitude for what we have done, we have received in the last 6 months, and then set new intentions for the next journey
Yeah.
up,
And
because
see,
we're entering into this
yeah.
new space.
I also appreciate so much that all of you, because we are presenting things for which I mean, this is for many of us, or not everybody maybe, but it's a means of livelihood. It's something that we do this is what we have given ourselves to do as service to people around us and to the world, to heal, to teach, to be there in the new 5th dimension, to help the earth to ascend. And here you all are giving of your time. We are charging nothing actually to attend something. This is something which could have been hundreds of dollars. And we've just come together and all of you are just giving your time. We've even given a code to all the people who are in our network so that they can attend without any needing to pay anything unless they want to. And whatever they are paying, we are giving to seva.org, which itself means service, and they do a service of giving sight to the sightless. They do different types of procedures that people need who are blind, and they're in different places in the world. And so see what a beautiful service that is being provided. So just like my sweet little weeds, and don't feel bad if I compare us to the weeds, when Mother Earth gives us things free, we just have to be so grateful, because it's exact. If you're listening to this, I'm talking now to the people beyond, then that means you're meant to be here. So I hope you will sign on. Sarai, maybe one of us can put it there. It's very simple. It's equinoxharmony.eventbrite.com. It's not easy. You please sign up. Then you'll be able to get a Zoom link. We'll know that we're only letting people in who are registered. And this gives us a nice harmonious experience for everyone.
Yes.
And Catherine is already at night. For us, it's still the evening. So yeah, I think
It's-
we should probably
It's
call
1
it.
a.m. 1 a.m.
Wow.
I need a nap.
You need to nap.
Yes.
All
yes.
right. So thank
Okay.
you so much,
Thank
everybody.
you so
We
much,
see you
Diane.
tomorrow. I'm going to post the link on the comments. Share. You can share, all of us here and everybody else out there. You can share the link on this for this live stream onto your networks. And I'll see you tomorrow. We all see you tomorrow. Can't wait. Ta-da. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Yes. Thank you so much, Diana.
Thank you
did
so
this
much.
beautifully.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
everyone for being here.
Ciao.
We don't have.
Hold on.
Oh, no, recording. I'm doing it. No. Okay.